What's good, y'all? It's your boy King Cal 516, the one and only. And you know what this is. This is Swish Flames Podcast. We here live and direct. Shout out to everybody supporting the channel. Definitely been appreciating the love. We're grinding. We're starting this channel from the ground up, and we're going to continue to do big things. So I just definitely want to just thank everybody who's been supporting the show. Just a reminder, you can check us out at Twitter at Swish Flames, the website www.swishflames.com. You can check that out for more information. If you feel so inclined to donate, you can hit the Cashapp $KingCal516, and that'll definitely be appreciated. Just want to thank you guys in advance. So the topic we're going to get into tonight is going to be selecting who I believe should be the starting five for the Olympics team, the men's basketball Olympic team at the Tokyo Olympics. All right, so just a little overview before we even get into that. Um, Make sure you guys tell me what your starting five would be in the comment section. You know what I mean? Definitely want to see what you guys think. So definitely don't be afraid to reveal who you believe should be the starting five. So real quick, just want to give you a little backdrop of the schedule, and then we'll just kind of dive into who's on the roster, and then I'll select who I feel should be the starting lineup. Okay, so right now in the preliminary, I can't even speak right now. In the preliminary round groups, in Group A, we have France, Iran, the United States, and the OQT Victoria winner. So the last spot hasn't been solidified yet, but those are the teams. So, that Group A, I don't really feel like. I mean, France would be decent. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to run through Iran. But right now, I was looking at, that's not going to be any problem for the U.S. I think that in these preliminary rounds, they're just going to kind of just breeze through them. But on the schedule, it looks like the first preliminary round matchup will be on Sunday, July 25th, just as a heads up to anybody out there interested in that. All right. So with that said, let me just go over all the names on the men's roster right now, and then I'll try to get my coaching hat on and pick a starting lineup from that. So by the looks of it, we got Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics, Chris Middleton of the Milwaukee Bucks, Kevin Love of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Damian Lillard of the Portland Trailblazers, Zach LaVine of the Chicago Bulls, Drew Holiday of the Milwaukee Bucks, Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors, Jeremy Grant of the Detroit Pistons, Kevin Durant of the Brooklyn Nets, Devin Booker of the Phoenix Suns, Bradley Beal of the Washington Wizards, and Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat. So we know because of what's been going on this past season with all the injuries, that a lot of mega superstars aren't involved in it. But there's a lot of younger up and coming stars on this roster, and I think that this roster still, even though you don't have a lot of the mega superstars on it, I believe this roster is still definitely good enough to compete and win a gold medal, and I think they will win a gold medal. All right, so with that said, if I'm going to choose a roster as far as the starting lineup, you know, we got to start off with Kevin Durant. He's the biggest star on the team this Olympics, and Kevin Durant, I'll definitely have him in my starting lineup. All right, and he's going to start. I'm going to have Kevin Durant start at the power forward position. My center, I believe I'm going to put Bam Adebayo. So right now I'll have Bam Adebayo at the 5 and Kevin Durant at the 4. And so Bam Adebayo is just one of those cleanup guys. He's going to, do a little bit of everything. And for the Olympics, how quick it is, how the great shooters that you usually have on opposing rosters, the pace of the game, Bam Adebayo is just the perfect 5 for that. Kevin Durant at the 4 because of his height. You know what I mean? He's perfect for the 4, and he's gonna kill it at the 4. Um, with his shot, this is going to be definitely a great starting 5, I believe. So at the 3, I believe I'm going to go with Jason Tatum. So Jason Tatum would be my 3, my small forward. All right. So he's one of my wing players. All right. So at the 2, this is where it gets tricky for me because right now I'm leaning between Bradley Beal and Devin Booker. And you can go, I could definitely go either way, right? But I'm going to give the slight edge to Bradley Beal, right? I'm going to get a slight edge to Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker will back him up. But I wouldn't be mad at anybody who would do the opposite and put Devin Booker ahead of Bradley Beal. But for me, I'm going to start Bradley Beal. So once again, so far I have Bam at the 5. I have Kevin Durant at the 4. I have Jason Tatum at the 3. And I have Bradley Beal at the 2. And of course, no-brainer starting at the point guard would be Damian Lillard. And that's a hell of a lineup. That's a lineup where, you're talking about spacing with Dame, how he can just hit from the logo. He can space the floor range, and he's got a great handle. And he's not even going to need to score constantly. I feel like Dame is going to score, but I think Dame is going to get very high assist numbers. I could definitely see him facilitate a lot more than what you would normally be used to because he's going to have a lot of great players around him. And I think he's going to be a very, very willing passer. I'll start Bradley Beal, another great three-point shooter, another good shooter. Jason Tatum. I like Tatum because Tatum has the post-up game. You know what I mean? He could attack the hoop, but he has that post-up game as well. You know what I mean? Kevin Durant, he could do it all. We already know KD is that dude, easy money sniper. He is that dude right now. And then Bam can be my hustle guy, filling all the, the rebounds. You know what I mean? Physicality. You know what I mean? Hustle plays is, basically what Bam needs to do. And that's a great starter 5. You know what I mean? Draymond Green and Kevin Love could back up Bam at the 5. You know what I mean? Draymond may play a little bit of 4. You have Jeremy Grant. He's another guy you could throw in at the 4, possibly the 3. You know what I'm saying? Drew Holiday, Zach LaVine. You know what I mean? Backup guards. You know what I mean? I think I'll probably want to put Drew Holiday as the backup point guard. You know what I mean? Devin Booker would be my backup too. And it's crazy because, Zach LaVine, he's another guy I could put at the wing. Chris Middleton is there. You could put at the wing. So this is a great roster. You got a lot of guys who can shoot. Then you got some guys who can just take you off the dribble. You got some guys who can get the dirty work. Draymond Green and Bam Adebayo going to be those two guys that get the dirty work. If you need a big that can space the floor, you can take those guys out and put in Kevin Love. So I like those options there as far as this goes for this roster. But yeah, that'll be it. So the final say for me on my starting 5, once again, will be Bam Adebayo at the center, Kevin Durant at the power forward, Jason Tatum at the 3, Bradley Beal at the 2, and Damian Lillard at the 1. All right? So that's my top 5. Until the next time, make sure you hit me up in the comments. Keep it 100. Let me know what your starting 5 would be because that's important. I just want to see what you guys think and what you guys would like to see as a starting 5 for the Olympics team. And just say, remember, you can hit me up at Twitter at KingCal516. You can hit the Swiss Flames podcast on Twitter at Swiss Flames. And remember to check out the website, www.swissflames.com. Until the next time, peace.